And joining me right now here on the Mark Moses Show on my birthday week. That's right. Is one of my great friends in the industry, and I've known him a long time. 17 years. That is mind-boggling to say. But yes, one of the best in the business when it comes to the broadcasting industry. He is the great Tom Morgan. Tom, how you doing today?
17 years of stories. All the stories.
You damn
Hit me
right.
with the stories.
I remember meeting you in the hallway, like the front hallway of Monticello Media. I'm not kidding around. Like the first time. And you were like done voice tracking or something. You came, hey, I'm Tom Morgan. Nice to meet you. And
No,
I
that's not
know
how it went. That's not how it went at all. You better tell the real story because I remember vividly meeting you. You want me to do this? Because I'm going to do it. See, you already brought up how we met. This is how it happened, okay? I'm leaving the studio, and I hear this voice from down the hallway. Hey, Tom. And I was like, who the hell is this? And so I walked down the hallway and opened the door, the small newsroom that's the size of a closet.
it was a
And
closet.
this guy with thick, dark hair laughing his butt off. And I thought he just smoked a joint or something. He's like, hey, Tom, I heard you're really good with the ladies, huh? And he's like laughing. And I was like, who is this guy? And your boss said, this is Mark Moses. He's our new news anchor. I'm like, news anchor? What in the world is going on here? What is our standards in hiring here? And he's talking about my romance life.
And it was the greatest day of your life. And you've never been the same since then, did you?
There are a lot of people that I've met in this small industry.
Mhm.
And there are very few that I remember vividly meeting on the first day, and you're one of them. I think you're probably the one that I remember vividly meeting, other than the very first boss I had.
I'm laughing because I tell us, like, when I'll go talk to like colleges or high schools and I'll tell them about like the future of their career, I'll be like, there are going to be moments in your career you're going to meet someone and not realize you're going to know them for the next 40 years of your life.
That's
Like,
true.
you don't
The rest
think
of your life.
you do not. So I'm bringing you on today to tell you this. I do this every year for my birthday.
Okay.
I will bring it on screen because I think you deserve it for everything you do. I am going to bring you into the class of 2025 for the Mark Moses Show Hall of Fame because you deserve it, big boy.
Do you know how long I have asked to be a part of this exceptional class? For 17 freaking years.
That's right. Tom, and I'm going to do the, like, you're going into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I'm going to do this now. All right. I'm going to say very nice things to you. I wasn't the best man at your wedding. I wasn't good. That was your brother. I understand. Okay.
That wasn't my brother either, but okay. It was that other friend.
I'm really laughing. I apologize. I thought. Do you have a brother? No,
I do. He was in the wedding, but he wasn't my best man. Can I add this? And please don't edit this out. The wedding was a blur too, but Mark Moses is one image that I won't forget because I remember sitting at the table as we were all eating at the reception. I just got married. You may kiss the bride. The dad gave her away, the whole 9 yards.
Oh my God.
And I'm looking around this room and I'm like, man, I'm seeing friends from all different chapters of my life. I see Charlottesville. I see New Jersey, Atlantic City. I see Philadelphia. And then there's Mark Moses, and he's looking down on me from the balcony going, oh, yeah, you're married now. Oh, man.
All over.
And everyone's like talking amongst themselves. And Moses is yelling, oh, yeah, you're done now. Oh, man.
That's right. All right. Here's the thing, but I'm trying not to laugh. I swear I thought it was your brother was the best man. You know what? When I get married, your brother
Just
will
keep
be the
this.
best.
Just don't edit this. Just keep it all.
I'm really laughing. So, Tom, I've known Tom so long. There were times over the last 17 years. So we both left Charlottesville, and Tom went to Atlantic City, and he was there for a long time. And I remember hearing all those stories. And Tom's one of my brothers where in the industry, we go back and forth on the phone, going over ideas and things at work, and we still do that, like, to this day.
100%.
And I remember, like, okay, you were doing all these events in Atlantic City, and then I remember you were doing part-times in Philadelphia on a station.
Yeah.
And then you went back to Charlottesville, which I didn't think was gonna happen. And then
I didn't either.
no, and because you did Morgan in the Mornings twice. There were 2 different runs of it, right?
No, it was just one. It was just Charlottesville's Morgan in the Morning for 7 years, the second go round. No, that was just the Sojo morning show was Atlantic City. So Morgan in the Morning was only one time.
Yeah, so you did that, and then you have your new job, which you're doing great at, where you're there. And I love this. You're the man of Central Virginia, okay? Because you live there in Waynesboro, which is a great town. And then you go up to Harrisonburg, home of the JMU. That's right,
Dupes.
okay? And then you who went to Division I football, by the way, which is pretty cool. I know.
They found out I was coming, so they went Division I.
Yeah, they did go Division I. So you do that, then you still do Charlottesville, and
Yeah.
I can't stress this enough. Tom helps me out. Sometimes he calls into my show and does different voices, and I always appreciate it. And I am like if you look at wrestling, and I know you love wrestling, where it's like I'm what's like I'm what's I can't. There's too many heads in my names in my head where I'm.
We'll start with Hulk Hogan.
No, like
Shawn
CM
Michaels.
Punk, Brock Lesnar. I'm a Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah, right.
I'm a Tom Morgan guy.
I love that. Thank you very much.
Outside of your family, your wife, your baby that's biting you. I saw that this morning, which was great. I am the biggest Tom Morgan fan, and I want you to have amazing success, right? And when I tell people, I'm like, look, you got to get Tom Morgan. That's what I tell them. You get Tom Morgan you need a problem solved. You get Tom Morgan on the phone. He knows what's going on.
When the toilet is stuffed up, yeah, you call Tom Morgan.
So that's right. That's what you do. And
thank you so much. And you're saying you're wishing all the best success. This is single-handedly the greatest accomplishment in my entire 20-plus career in radio, being part of the Mark Moses. Wait, what's the S stand for?
Okay, this is where people are getting confused. So it's the Mark Moses Show.
Oh, right. The Mark Moses Show Hall of Fame class of 2025. Thank you so much.
You're not getting diagnosed with some type of disease. That's what it looks like. It sounds like.
Wait, with you? No.
You can't.
All we need is some babe on the camera. I got diagnosed with MMS. The Mark Moses Show.
It's all over, baby. I think one of my favorite moments of you, you're such a baller. This was such a mic drop where you had your baby.
Right.
And then you couldn't attend the Virginia Broadcast Awards. You won some award, and then you posted, sorry, bro, couldn't be there to get my ring. I'm on daddy duty.
And I was quietly going, hell yeah. And I was like holding Lakeland.
I know you were. And I love the time when you, Carrie, and myself were in Orlando, and you're a gigantic Bulls fan, and we have that link as well. And I think we're more like 90s Bulls. I think it's more like, we criticize the team now. We love the team, but 90s Bulls, we'll always have that connection together. We love that. And we love
that's every other Bulls fan at this point. I mean, very rarely will you talk about even Luol Deng and Derrick Rose and Joakim Noah because the championship wasn't won. What you do talk about is when poor Derrick Rose snapped his ACL and MCL, and it's just tragic. But anyways, that's every other Bulls fan.
What I was going to say is you've always wanted to go to Chicago to go to a game. And I was like, okay, we could do that, or we can go to Orlando and we can see the Bulls play. So I'll always remember there is a moment you bump into Dwayne Wade. And I don't think you realize, I think it's like there's so many people. I know it's overwhelming at first. And he's coming out, you're going in, bang, shoulder to shoulder. And you're like, huh? And I was like, that was Dwayne Wade. You're like, what are you talking about? And I'll always remember that. Remember it. And we went afterwards, we're at Harry Buffalo's on Church Street, which now closed down. And I
love that place.
Yeah, it closed. Well, yeah, everything closes down after a while, except this show. So
don't you forget it, okay?
We meet this woman at the bar, and she propositioned us. I'm sorry to say this. Look, we are two nice boys. All right. She propositions us, and the look on our faces, we're like, what are you talking about? Okay. So I know your family's going to see this.
So to clarify, we were not talking to this girl whatsoever. She came in with her, what we thought was her boyfriend. And the three of us amongst ourselves were having drinks and laughing about the fact that we just saw Bobby Portis naked in a men's locker room. And the worst smell on God's green earth is an NBA locker room, just so we're all clear.
This is true.
The worst, disgusting smell ever. Anyway, so we're sitting there, and this woman walks up to it, goes, I would like to hook up with both of you guys. Ew. And then Mark's like, we got to get out of here. We got to get out of here. She's a prostitute. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, that's exactly what
we did. We ran out. I don't even think we closed the tab.
No, we did not.
Couldn't get out sooner. Couldn't get out sooner.
Oh, man. All right. I'll just say this. I love how you always help out charities and you're always giving back to the community. And I love when you put on that Tom Morgan charm as well, and this is very key for anyone who wants to be successful in business. We'll be at events, and I learned this from Tom. You got to put that charm on where you talk to people individually, and like you're running for president. You look them in the eye, you ask them about themselves, and you really make them feel welcome. And you see this where Tom will like, hey, we're going to be at this event Saturday, and all these people are lined up. Oh man, that'd be great. Oh, I get to meet Tom. I've never heard, and I if we're at court and I have to testify, I've never heard anyone say
not.
I've never heard anyone say anything bad about you. Ever.
That's
never
surprising.
Never. Never. Okay, never.
Thank you.
You always help out. You work your ass off. And I know this is how I know we're getting older. We used to have the rule like, all right, I'll call him in the afternoon. Now you're like, I'm dad. I got the little kid. I'm calling Mark at 7:00 in the morning. I don't give a damn anymore.
The times have changed, my friend. The times are changing. And I always felt bad calling him. It's like, surely he's up at 7:30. I'm on my way to work.
I am up. Sometimes there are times, I will admit this. There are times you're calling. I'm like, I'm not picking up the phone. He can wait for me. Business hours start at 9 a.m.
It's usually one ring and voicemail, and it's one of three things. You're either in bed, you're at your parents' house, or you just met someone last night.
That's right. And some of your voicemails that you leave me, I cannot play on this show. They are some of the funniest things. He will. Can you just do the impersonation? I know it hurts your voice to do it.
Yeah.
Can you do it for us?
Okay. This is just crazy, okay? Never mind the Knicks right now. I mean, that was bound to happen. Three things are guaranteed in life, okay? It's death, taxes, and the Knicks choking, all right? It's just going to happen. But you know what's crazy?
What?
Michael Carter Williams is retiring to be a boxer, all right? It's just crazy. I can't believe it. I have been in radio for 1 billion years, and I've never seen a basketball player become a boxer, okay? That's unbelievable. That's just crazy. That's just crazy.
Best part,
oh, man.
The best part is it hurts your voice after a while. I start laughing.
You have to practice. You have to do, you know how singers have to warm up their throats? I have to warm up my voice to do a Mark Moses full-on impersonation, or I will cough and throw up on the air, which has happened before.
So Tom started, now the cat's out of the bag. You started the Mark Moses parody account, and it started getting traction. And then John Cena follows it. That's my favorite part.
And it's genuinely John Cena, by the way. And what happened was I kept calling out John Cena for a month. I was like, every single day I was calling out John Cena randomly on X, which was then Twitter. And John Cena started following me. And then who else started following Foses?
Can you have it where Mark Foses, the fake Moses, can you have it where he's now dating Tommy Lee's wife, where you're catfishing her? Can you do that? So one time we're in Orlando at News 13. And we're getting ready to record. This is before the pandemic. So I'm in a full suit. I'm not kidding around. We're getting ready to record. This is very professional. And one of the producers walks in and goes, "Is there a parody account of you, Mark?" Like, that's the I was like, yes, there is. Well, they're writing the following things right now. And I'm like, I'm not writing those. It's the charity account. Oh my God. So,
Well, I think I learned there were limits. You would never tell me to stop, and you never told me what those limits were. But obviously, there are lines that needed to be drawn. For example, your co-host on TV that I would always tweet at, like, "Hey, I know you're married, but how about getting with a real guy?" Like, I didn't care.
give me permission. I know.
But
before you go,
I think Charlotte Flair follows this one too.
Charlotte Flair.
I think so.
I parked by her. I swear, I parked by her at the Performance Center. So when I got there, they're like, all right, we're going to keep a space for Mark to do his broadcast. Okay. So the guy working there is like, all right, Mark, you're going to park there. I go, well, who's parking over there? You'll see. That's what he told me. So it's like,
It's the FBI.
so
They
that,
found you.
So I parked the car. All of a sudden, this, I think it was like a black tinted Range Rover, brand new, parks right by me. Gets out is Charlotte Flair. All right. So I'm just like, hey. And she looks at me like I am a piece of garbage. And I am, right? It was so funny. So funny. I
You know
wish
what you should have said? Dr. Britt Baker is better than you, and you know it.
With Britt Baker. When I had Britt Baker on, she's really a dentist in Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
So so I call her and she's like, all right, Mark, how much time do you need? I was like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. All right, good. I got another patient in 30. Let's make this work. That's what she tells me. Oh, man.
It's crazy. It's
How?
unbelievable what she does, man.
No, what you do is unbelievable.
Well, no, what she does is unbelievable because now Adam Cole's not in the picture. So she's got all the time in the world. She could be the freaking president of the United States and still be a dentist and a wrestler. It wouldn't matter.
She says she shows up to work on people's teeth and she'll have like black eyes and like bruises. And they're like, what happened?
Are you okay? I'm Dr. Britt Baker.
I'm Dr. Britt Baker. How can we check out Tom Morgan, buddy, online? How can we do this?
Okay, so
you're like, now this whole thing is us giggling like little girls. I love this whole conversation.
All right, so you can look me up on the station that I program in Harrisonburg at 96.9 WSIG. We have a free app. You can also hear me on 92.7 Seville Country in Charlottesville. You can hear me on Real Country 101.7 mornings in Suffolk. That's right in Western Tidewater, Hampton Roads area. And I have not updated the Mark Foses page in quite some time. Things change when you have a kid. All of a sudden, the time that you thought you had, you miss those times, and then you realize it's all good, man. It's all good. You're happy with. I couldn't be happier as a dad. And she is the light of my life. But I will tell you this: I have no idea how in the world I will ever have time again for a Mark Foses account. I just don't.
You'll find time. That's what you'll do.
Yeah.
Tom Morgan, congratulations making the Hall of Fame. And I hope I can get you on again sometime.
Hey, right? It's about darn time. Hey, real quick. I just got one thing to say to you, okay? From now on, you will no longer call me Mark Foses, okay? You hear me? Listen to me. Listen to me. You're going to call me Jalen Suggs. Because I'm trying to shoot my shot and make you scream at the buzzer. I'm really laughing. I'm really laughing.
I thought you were going to sing the song. The Cubs song, the Mark Moses show.
You want to put that on Facebook?
You don't have to do it, Tom. Have a great day. I'll talk to you later. All right, man.
All right, see you later. Okay.